Hey, Sugar, it's your girl Risa coming to you guys today. It is Thursday, y'all. The weekend is almost here. It's no difference to me. Every day is the day the Lord has made, and it truly is. And I'm learning to enjoy every day, Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Okay. Well, y'all, I'm up getting ready to cook myself some breakfast, and this is something I'm adding my own little spin to it. But when I was working, there was a restaurant near my job that I used to go to in the mornings for breakfast. And on Thursday mornings, they would have a special called hash brown casserole. hmm Hash brown casserole. So good. The only difference with my version is I'm not adding cheese. Okay. So what you need is either some chunk potatoes or the hash brown. You can buy hash browns already in the store that's already grated, and all you need to do is just fry it. So what I'm going to do is, first thing I'm going to do is grate my potatoes. And I have my cheese grater, and I'm just going to just grate the potato. I have 2 small potatoes. And this could be for 2 people. But y'all, I don't know how to make anything for just one person. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't. Because I went from living in my mom's house to having my own place, having to cook for myself and my baby. So I started out with cooking for 2 people. And of course, Galen used to come over, so I was cooking for 3. And he eat like 2 people by himself. So I'm just used to cooking for large amounts. So there we go. We have our hash browns, our potatoes all grated up. Okay. And this is what you get. So now I'm going to move that to the side. Hold on, let me find my knife. Stuff going everywhere. I can't find my favorite knife, y'all. My favorite knife. Hold on. I know it's over here somewhere. I'm just not taking the time out to look for it correctly. Found it. Favorite knife. So I have my potatoes. I'm gonna slide those to the side. Now I am going to cut an onion, a half onion. And you know, it's been said that once you cut an onion, you're not supposed to save it in the refrigerator because it gives off poisonous gas. So what I do is ziplock it, freeze. Yeah, I don't like throw away stuff like that. If this skin wasn't so tough, I would keep that too. Use the entire onion. Because I feel like I'm being gypped out of my product. I like to use everything. And I don't want this. If I was doing this for about 5 or 6 people, I would use the entire onion. But since it's just me today, don't need much. So I'm not going to even need half. So let me see a little bit. So I got about a palmful of onion, which is that. So I'm going to put that in my pan. I'm going to start to saute that with some bell pepper. Now, turn my stove on. I have some margarine. 2 tablespoons of margarine. I'll let that melt a little bit. Or coat the bottom of the pan before I add my onion. Now I'm not going to cook this on high because I don't want my margarine to burn and my onions to burn. So get this on so they can be good and soft by the time I am ready to do everything else. My bell pepper, which you see there's a rotten spot, so I'm going to make sure I cut that off. You need to come in, babe? Come on. Okay. So cut up my bell pepper. So what's on the menu for tonight, you guys? What y'all gonna cook? I'm feeling like a lot of things, not quite sure. Sometimes I'm the kind of person, my husband always say, well, what's for dinner? I'm like, I don't know. And it's like me, I just get in the kitchen, what I see, and I just begin to put things together. You know, that's just me. Ooh, that onion smells good. So I only need a little bit of bell pepper. And I want them to really, really get soft. So that was like a half a palmful. I'm going to add another tablespoon of margarine. So that's 3 tablespoons so far. Because I want this to really get soft. Maybe you know what this meal is inspired from? Remember when we used to go to the Edge by where I work? That restaurant we used to go eat breakfast. That hash brown casserole they used to have. I know, I did. What you used to get? So I have 2 eggs already beaten. So what I'm going to do is turn my fire up a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and start to brown my potatoes. Just put them in and let them slowly cook because you don't want to cook them too fast. Lay them out in a thin layer. Huh? Yeah. I don't know why you don't think I need that little boy of mine. Save my onion and bell pepper. So I got that. got that good and spiced up. Turn my potatoes on. So, my onion and bell pepper are coming along. Turn my heat up on my potatoes a little bit. Salt. Just a little. Because I'm going to add a little more salt. Just a little black pepper. So, got my eggs. I'm going to add a little salt to my eggs. You have to salt every layer, but be mindful not to use too much. You don't want your food salty. I always salt my eggs. Even when I'm putting them in macaroni and cheese, I just sprinkle a little bit. Now what I'm going to use is some Jimmy Dean sausage mix. So I'm going to let my potatoes brown a little bit more. Let me turn the heat up. They're not sounding at all. No sizzling, no pop, nothing. Now you can add a little seasoning to this if you want seasoned salt, whatever, garlic, whatever is your pleasure. That's what you do. So today I'm thinking about fish. I really want some fried liver. You take some liver and you season it with salt and onion powder and a little black pepper on both sides. Don't skip on the onion powder. And you fry that on both sides till it's done. You don't want to fry it till it's rock hard, but till you know it's done. So, I got my potatoes in there. Let me wash my hands. I got these little stickers from Dollar Tree. And, you know, they're the peel on nail stickers. And I'm testing them out because I've never used them before. To see how well they do. Because I keep my hands in water all day. I'm constantly washing dishes. So my potatoes are starting to get a little crispy. So at this point, I'm going to add my sausage. You can gauge how much sausage you want to add. I only had this much left, so I'm going to add the entire thing. I'm going to let this brown together. Make sure you keep your potatoes from sticking to the bottom. Corey Dion. Now I have a little seasoned oil from when I fry my chicken. And I'm going to add to that for a little flavor. Oh, that smells good. And it doesn't take long for the sausage to start to brown. don't want no potatoes to stick to the bottom. But of course, they are sticking a little bit. So I want all that goodness. Yeah. Now it's time for my celery and onion. Onion and bell pepper. Yeah. Coming along very nicely. I hope y'all can see it. I know it's not real clear, but y'all get the idea. And all you're waiting on now is for your sausage to brown. You're done all the way. You don't want any raw meat left in this. Got my plate I'm going to cover it with. This is my plate that I'm going to eat off of. Got my eggs. Add a little black pepper. Turn it down some. Add my eggs. And it's just a scramble. To make it a casserole, of course, you add cheese and put a lid on it and you let it set up like a quiche or an omelet. Because I like that the crispiness on it, I'm going to let this keep cooking for about another 5 minutes. I like that. Let it for 5 minutes. So, while that's set up for 5 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and leave y'all with the verse of the day. The verse of the day for November 6th is Proverbs 15, verse 31. If you listen to constructive criticism, you will be at home among the wise. If you reject discipline, you only harm yourself. But if you listen to correction, you grow in understanding. That's the verse of the day. You can get a lot out of that. If you listen to correction. And we think about that with our children. If they listen to what we try to tell them and pay attention to how we instruct them, they will grow in a better way. But, there was a time in life, of course, we always, as long as humans have been on earth, have always had a mind of our own. But sometimes, I know back in the day, your parents told you something, you might not have liked what they were saying, but you took heed to it. You didn't go ahead and do, and yes, we were disobedient, but at some point, you got tired of getting in trouble. Yeah. You would go ahead and do it once you learn one time. And then if your mama tell you, don't do something, like you're going in the store, don't do this, don't do that, don't ask for this, don't show out. You knew what time it was going to be. Now, this is my finished product. I'm going to plate this up. Now, because I have some left, I'm going to put it in a bowl for later on. This could be a snack for my lunch with a cup of yogurt. So you guys, this is my finished product. This is it. This is my breakfast, my sausage scramble, or my sausage casserole, however you want to call it. Let's give it a taste. That onion and bell pepper, and the spiciness of the sausage. That's delicious. Well, I know the camera's not clear, you guys, but I hope you try this. Use any type of ground sausage that you like. Even if you want to mix some other things in it. If you don't do pork, beef sausage, turkey sausage. You know, if you don't eat egg, you know, use egg whites. Cheese, low-fat cheese. You can add some sour cream. Whatever you want. Try it out and let me know what you think and how you worked it out for yourself. I love y'all to life. I send y'all hugs and kisses and many blessings. Y'all hear that? Early this morning. He's jacked up already. I love y'all. Bye, sugar.